So, once again, we are back, you silly fucking bitches.
Yes, we are. Hopefully they can hear me this.
They can hear you, they can hear me. Hopefully that's all they can hear right now. Because if they can hear anything else, that's not good.
Yeah. Anyway, a
All
hot
right.
podcast.
Yep, go ahead and plug that stuff again while I'm getting the last thing loaded up here.
Alrighty. The Hot Tag Podcast. It is October 28th. We are back. Hopefully you're tuning in live. Get all the botches and all the fuck ups that we've been. It's probably some great stuff that the iTunes version. So I guys tune in live so you can hear this fucking guy. Yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get our plug on Twitter. We are on Twitter named THT Podcast. YouTube under THT Podcast and Turnbuckle Corner as well. That is some videos on there as well. We have our website, hottagpodcast.com, where you can go ahead and click on it and share it as well and get us some news. We can bitch and complain every week and more people can. And he looks concerned right now, which is not a...
Actually, it's you. You're cutting out just a little bit. But I think that's because you don't have the headphones in.
They can probably hear me. It's just...
Oh, yeah. You're just in and out. You're on. It might be on my end. I don't know. They'll yell at me anyway.
There you go. And us on Facebook, facebook.com/THT podcast. And iTunes as well. Please go ahead and subscribe there. THT Wrestling Podcast. Damn, that is a lot of plugs.
That is, but we're not going to do them at the end. We're done. We're plugged out. God damn it. That's it.
I might do it again at the end. Don't promise that.
Oh, well, we may do it at the end. Forget it. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I got a microphone. I'm full of shit. That's obvious. Come on. Oh, well.
We might even plug $9.99 again. Fuck it.
Oh, hell. They sure did it last night from the beginning to the end of the fucking show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So. All
What
right.
start with, man?
I say we start with Hell in a Cell because kind of going to Raw will kind of ruin the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
So let's start with Hell in a Cell. Let me get I got the results. I don't know. I mean, nothing really. There were a lot of matches on this show. That I do know. There were like 9 matches.
Yeah, I think our opinions are gonna differ a bit on this show.
I think they might, because you've already said one opinion to me that I'm, we'll I don't know. We'll get into it. But
Let's start off. Tomorrow against Ziggler. 2 out of 3 fall.
There you go. The 2 out of 3 falls. Let's see. This wasn't a. I mean, this was a good match. I'm a little shocked at the way that Ziggler got 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Usually that WWE formula is, 1 win.
Well, supposedly, they're punishing, saying that, making a mockery of the whole Cena and Orton rivalry. Maybe he's being punished for that. God knows, man. There's certainly something to, as you said. Usually, one it's a pinfall, and then the opposing guy they have the blow off. Yeah, it's usually just 2 pinfall guys. I don't know. I honestly can't ever happened off the top of my head. I don't recall. I'm sure there was some. I just don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was the first match after everything that happened in that match. I do remember there was a first fall. He rolled up Cesaro. I did see him attempt a big swing, which I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, that's
And the next one, I think he got a super kick, wasn't it? And took him out.
I don't.
A super kick and then a zigzag, as far as I remember.
A super kick as a finisher.
Yeah, it was super kick to a zigzag.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Finisher.
It was a combo move.
I love that nice punch that's. It looked like he just knocked him out, man.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Cesaro, he's too fucking good. He's too good on the mic. He's too good in the ring, man. I'm telling you, he makes it believable. I mean, you know, I can suspend when I watch Cesaro.
Yeah.
You know, guys like Orton, maybe even guys, you know, they're just really organic, and they usually mesh well with, you know, and they can pretty much work anybody. And they're not very good on the mic, and they try with a manager like Paul Heyman, which did not work. So I don't know, but there's something in store for him because he's favorites on the current roster.
Yeah. Yeah, he's one of mine too right now, and yeah, I hope they actually do something. I mean, I think we've said this 1,000 times. They squandered the fact that he won that thing at WrestleMania, that Andre the Giant, and first annual Andre the Giant thing, and then next thing you know, he's with Paul Heyman the next night. It made no sense to me. Then they take him away from Heyman. I don't know. It really just kind of slowed him down, I guess, his progression, if you will.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like the guy. I think he's great. I think he's definitely good in the ring. Him and Ziggler probably, could have put on a longer match and made it a lot better. But it was still a good match, and I'm just shocked at the way they nailed him with the 2 falls right away.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yep.
I thought it was a pretty good match, though. It's good with, you know.
Yeah, I had little complaints about this pay-per-view. We'll get to my one complaint later, at the end, but overall it was not a bad pay-per-view. So I got really not a lot of complaints, but I don't know, it wasn't horrible. Until this next match. This next match was pretty bad. If you even want to talk about it, because I know how you skip these matches.
What was the next match?
It was the Nikki and Brie match.
Oh yeah, that's why I forgot.
Nikki and Brie. Well, yeah, that's why you probably didn't write it down. You probably left the room when you saw one of them come out.
I tell you what, I made full use of the network when I was watching this because my cousin was visiting from France, so I had to drop for it. So I had the network in the background while I was driving. Of course, I wasn't watching. I still I tuned in and listened to what happened, and able to of course rewind it later on and watch it on demand. Yeah, this match, it is what it is. I didn't think it was terrible, but of course it's
Yeah, Nikki won. I think everyone kind of expected that. She had to put her in 2 rack attacks, which is a very perfectly named move.
She loves showing off her rack.
She does. She really does. She just can't help showing off.
Boobies.
She can't help it.
Take over for 1 second.
All right. Yeah. And then, so Nikki hits her, gets Brie. That was the most, I don't know. Like I said, everyone expected that. Puts her in 2 rack attacks, takes her down, and Nikki is now Brie's assistant for a whole month. So, what do we get? We get 4 whole weeks of Nikki treating Brie like shit, and that's just going to be a blast. I can't wait for that. That's just going to be 4 weeks of compelling TV. It's going to be amazing.
Honestly, if they do short segments, like backstage segments, what they did with the milkshake, I wouldn't mind. Just hope they don't give them 20 minutes in the ring, and with Nikki and Brie much what they were doing a couple weeks ago. They don't start doing that again. As long as they don't do that, I don't really care too much about it.
I got a feeling there. I mean, there's not really much you can do with these things, really. I mean, you either do a backstage segment or you put them out there, and she treats her like, I don't know. It's just so stupid to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's just stupid. And then, I mean, a few months, like a month ago, they had the thing where the girl came down and Daniel was cheating. Where did that go? What happened to that?
Yeah, completely.
Just nowhere. It's just gone. Anyway, Bree is now Nikki's bitch for the duration.
I don't know, man. I thought it was a good match, though. I think Stardust is great.
Yeah, definitely.
Goldust is great as always. Those are great in the ring. Their gimmicks are pretty stale and corny, and oh man, I don't know. Of course, yeah. Do you live anywhere, San Antonio?
No, I'm not near San Antonio. I mean, the pay-per-view was 30 minutes from me, but nowhere near San Antonio. No.
Because that crowd. We're not getting into Raw yet, but goddamn, that crowd. Wow. Crowd probably was the worst wrestler I've ever seen in my life. That fucking crowd likes not like, so. No, man. I don't know. Why did I even bring. God.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't even know why I brought that up. The Usos, yeah. The Usos, San Antonio. I mean, those are the type of gimmick for getting over on last night. Like Cena, they love. Usos are right up, the same with me. Usos, Cena, Miz, these guys, they don't do anything for me.
Yeah, I mean, Miz right now is interesting because of the other guy.
Right.
I mean, Mizdow is he's awesome, but yeah, Miz has never done too much for me either. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, without him, shit.
Yeah, no kidding. But give me one sec here. I'm gonna shut my video, see if that clears you up at all. All right, next. Or I'm sorry, were you done with that match?
Yeah. I mean, we've already seen it 1,000 times. I mean, we do it pretty much every week. There's only so much we can say about it.
Yeah, and if you saw Raw, you know who won the match. Gold and Stardust are still champions. So from there, we get to the first Hell in a Cell match,
which surprised me. This was actually pretty decent.
This was a pretty good match.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it was John Cena, Randy Orton. So I mean, I kind of expected the match to be good. I mean, Cena and Orton have put on good matches, but yeah, we've seen it 1,000 times, and this is what, the third Hell in a Cell they've been in together.
No idea. I know they've had one other one, but
yeah, I know at least one. Maybe this is the second or the third. So I don't know. It was a decent match. I mean, but Orton was killing him throughout the whole match, so I knew Cena was going to make the Superman comeback and hit Orton for the win, and he did.
Of course,
but it was still it still played out well. I mean, he put him through a table. It was still a good match.
The only thing that I didn't like about this match is obviously Cena going over, because I'd much rather prefer to see Orton against third time in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really should put Lesnar to better use. I mean, H, Undertaker, and Cena, and one-time Big Show, I think. Wow. That's it.
Yeah. Hey, let's do one quick thing here. Take a quick break, because you're really cutting out, and they're saying you're cutting out in the chat room too. So And your video on my end is really bad too. So give me 1 second here. I'm going to take us to break for 1 minute,
All right.
and then we'll get right back to this. While I'm doing it, enjoy some, let's see, what are we going to put on? Here, we'll put on some X-Pac. So we're switching over. All right. We are back one more time. I think we got this figured out. Now, we are trying this through the old YouTube. So.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
We have to start the broadcast first. All right, we are live now.
Okay.
We are live on YouTube and the stream.
All right. At least I think we are. Let's double check here. I know this. They could probably hear me. Can everyone? All right. Just want to make sure because, like I said, we're trying this a different way. Skype was giving us a real bad time, so we're trying this a little different. Shaheen, go ahead and say some stuff.
Can you guys go ahead and hear me and let us get some feedback on how the quality is and if you can even hear me?
They can definitely hear you.
All right.
And
you're right.
All right. No one's complaining.
All right.
Actually, someone said it sounds way better, so we're going to do this from now on.
Everybody go ahead and shit on this guy because I've been saying this for 2 months.
Go ahead. Call me a stubborn piece of shit. I can take it. I can handle it. I did not like YouTube. They have taken down a bunch of my fucking channels. I don't like them, but this is technically through Google+. So I'm going to back off, and we're going to go ahead and do it like this, and I'm glad it sounds good. And like I said, everyone's saying it sounds way better. So,
all right. So from next week, you can join us on YouTube and the stream. And the YouTube has a chat right in the box. So we're good to go. You can listen live and you can chat right on there as well.
Tell you what, since I'm in this one chat, maybe Shaheen will go in that chat, and if people go in there, he can talk to them. So that might work perfect.
There you go.
All right. Well, sorry for that little break, guys, but Skype was actually annoying me probably as much as it was annoying you. So we're back, we're live, and we were at right around the end of the John Cena, Randy Orton, Hell in a Cell. I don't know if you had anything more to say on that. What about it?
Well, we have to go ahead and repeat everything all over again. We have to start over.
Well, they heard you. Do
you have it for the archives? Do you have it recorded?
Oh, everything's being recorded, yeah.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and skip to the next match then.
Yeah, I got recorders. Yeah, I'm definitely recording. Have no fear, sir.
All right.
Yeah, we don't have to start anything over. Everyone's still hearing us the same way they were.
All right. We just moved over on to YouTube now. So.
Yeah, we just moved over to YouTube, and everything should be. This is recording the stream, not anything else. So, if they can hear us, the recorder can hear us. So. Anyway, next match was the U.S. Championship match with Sheamus and The Miz.
Yeah, and Sandow is fucking awesome.
Dude.
This guy is amazing, man. This guy is hilarious. This is good comedy. This is good comedy that's actually entertaining and it doesn't, insult my intelligence.
Yeah, exactly. Although I did not care for the end of the match when all they could say on commentary was, "It's a voodoo doll. Look, it's voodoo. Hey, voodoo."
Yeah. Come on, Michael.
I mean,
man. Commentary, dude. I tend to tune out when it comes to that.
All I could think was, did they just bring Taz back for something?
Oh God.
I mean, dude, it was almost that bad to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little hard on it, but
no, it is that bad.
Okay, good, yeah. But otherwise, I guess we can get into the good. The match was good.
Yeah, the match was pretty good, man. I thought Sandow did a great job just pretending to be the Miz and really, doing all the stunts. And he's probably one of the best stunt doubles I've ever seen.
Yeah. I don't know. There's no way I can disagree. The guy is I don't know. To me, the guy is money. I mean, I'm glad he's on TV every week doing what he's doing, but I just think they could do so much more with this guy.
Yeah, I just wish they wouldn't bring so much attention to him emulating, all the moves. People get it; they can see.
Just like I said last week, as soon as WWE starts putting things like it's like when they point things out. Like the Fandango stuff was cool until Lawler got in the ring and started pointing out that everyone was doing it. Just let it be, and I hate to use the word organic, but let it be organic. Let it just grow as it grows.
Right.
Every time they try to make something cool, they kill it. Especially when you put like Jerry fucking Lawler in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, where do you see this whole Mizdow and Miz thing going?
I don't know, man. I'm not sure where I see it going, but
Yeah, because I thought, I don't know, for some reason, I thought that Mizdow was actually going to replace Miz in the match at Hell in a Cell just because he pinned Sheamus, and Miz would have just gone ahead and said, "Hey, he pinned him already. I might as well just use him to pin him again," and kind of question his own abilities and trust Sandow more in the ring, and still think that he would get the title at the end of the day. But that's what I thought they were going to do, but apparently not.
yeah, I mean, there were a lot of things I expected to happen in this pay-per-view and didn't happen. One of them was I kind of thought Sandow may start to turn on Miz a little bit, but that didn't happen at all. I don't know, but I think I mean, it's kind of obvious where it's going. They'll eventually probably get the titles, and then they'll argue, and then they'll feud.
But what title do you think he's going to get?
I
You
think
think
they'll
he'll go back to feuding with Ziggler, or is the Sheamus thing going to continue?
it'll probably be Sheamus, and what's his name will con Miz, or Miz will put him in the match to be his double. And I think you said this whole scenario last week, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't want to steal your thunder. So, but
I don't know, man. I think Sheamus against Rusev should be the next thing for Sheamus, because man, if you want some heel heat, that's the way to go.
put the
Have
US
Rusev
title
go
on
over
the man.
Sheamus,
Yep,
take the U.S. title and run with it. We've been saying it for months.
I know, and it's kind of the obvious scenario to go with. So they probably won't use it.
No, but sometimes obvious is good. I mean,
I know, and then it's like someone asked on Facebook, you must get upset when it's predictable. I don't. Some of the best things in wrestling have been predictable. You knew it was going to happen, but it played out so awesome, it doesn't matter.
right.
So,
For example, Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania.
yeah, exactly. I mean, for all the bitch and and I was one of them that was not happy with the way they were treating him. Yes, it came out great at WrestleMania. I mean, great, awesome for him, but it still was shitty it was still shitty TV before. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think that's one of the main ways to go. And yeah, I mean, you're right. If you want some good heel heat, put the goddamn U.S. title on the Russian, because obviously no one cares that it's on the Irish guy.
Yeah.
They
No
drink
one
like
cares about
us.
the U.S. title,
Yeah.
period.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about it anyway.
No one cares. But it would definitely be good heat for him. So who knows?
Yeah. Now, do you think Rusev is going to continue with Big Show, or it's going to be Big Show against Henry at Survivor Series?
Yeah, I'd go more Big Show Henry at Survivor Series.
Yeah. Who do you see facing Rusev?
Hopefully Sheamus, but I don't know. Hopefully it'll be Sheamus for that title.
Yeah.
I don't really know who else. The only other person I could maybe see him in with is, and this is a little raw spoiler from last night, is Ryback.
I was actually going to say that, man. That's
Oh, cool.
yeah, absolutely.
Look at us on
I
the
think that
same.
would actually be awesome, man. That's because they're kind of like the same size, not the same size necessarily, but well, yeah, they are the same size pretty
It's
much.
the same build. I see where you're going. They're both big guys. I mean, Sheamus
They're
is a
not too
big
tall,
guy.
you know. Neither of them are too tall. They're just kind of
They're
big and
bulky.
husky.
They're both some bulky motherfuckers, and yeah, I would definitely like to see it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
make
mind.
it happen.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. That's what I say. Make it fucking happen.
You're welcome,
Um,
WWE.
yeah, make
You
it.
are.
Yep, you're welcome. We'll be expecting our royalty checks.
Yeah, that happen. Please
Yeah, make something happen. So
make something happen for us, man.
yeah, but I don't know. I mean, Rusev Big Show was a. I mean, it's a decent match. I mean, it's a fucking Big Show match. What are you gonna do? I just. I don't know. This guy's got no interest left out of me.
Man, out of you, apparently fucking San Antonio loves Big Show. God
Apparently,
damn, man.
apparently, I mean, well, yeah, they did. Yeah, they did fucking rock for him last night, didn't they? Hmm.
Yeah. Him and Cena, that was the first time I've seen Cena over like that and fucking I don't know, man. God knows when.
That was a pretty pro Cena crowd. I definitely agree with you.
Dude, there was grown men cheering like cheerleaders, man. I'm talking about not fathers, with their sons next. I'm talking about people in their mid 20s,
I could hear it.
early
I could
30s.
hear the "Let's Go Cena" chants, and they were a lot deeper than they usually are.
Man. I want to see these guys. Like, who are you? Wait, how? I don't get it. How
Uh,
did you grow up? Where, like, what happened? I don't get it, man. It boggles my mind. I don't get it.
I don't know, man.
I would love that.
Yeah, that'd work for me. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Rusev made Big Show tap out, so yeah, we'll head over to Raw. We got two matches left, and we can go ahead and slam through Raw. Um, AJ Lee and Paige. Uh, did you know this is the fourth pay per view in a row we've seen this match?
Yes, I do.
You do? Okay.
Yes,
As long as
I
you
do.
know, then we're good.
Yeah. This was rather a quick match. I mean, she tapped out in like I don't know. As soon as she put the finisher on her, she just tapped out.
Yeah, she did. And yeah, fourth pay per view in a row we've seen this. So we've probably talked enough about it. We can go ahead and go to the main event if that's all right with you.
Honestly, where does Paige go from here? She's already a two-time Divas champion in her first year, in the WWE.
Yeah, I mean, from here she'll feud with Alicia Fox, it looks like, and be on Total Divas, and good for her.
Man, it's downhill from there.
Yeah, I mean, she could probably quit at this point.
I mean, she's done it all already. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, what's she gonna go for? The fucking, IC title?
kill
Ain't gonna.
China, man. Do it again.
Yeah, yeah. Why not? They probably will. I could see him doing something like that with her.
Now, speaking of China, can we segue into something else?
Oh sure.
Have you heard this interview with China? She did it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Man,
I didn't hear an interview, but she did like some sort of rant on Stephanie. Is that what you're talking about?
right.
Okay,
Thi-
yeah, I heard
This
it.
never getting in the Hall of Fame.
No, I don't see it.
Me,
And
actually, I should never say never, but
no, don't say never.
not
But
yeah, definitely not in the near future, man. I thought maybe DX would go in with her, but man, she was just rambling for like 20 minutes.
yeah,
Uh,
she really. I mean, I could see why she's bitter. I mean, Stephanie technically stole her man right from under her while she was still with him. That's kind of
yeah, but
that that that's kind
China,
of fucked up.
on one side, and then you got Steph. I mean, which one would you choose? One has tits, one has a dick.
Well, I've said before there was a short time where I did find China kind of hot when she was coming out with the cat. I kind of liked that shit.
Yeah, but that was prior to seeing her.
After
Close.
I after I really didn't find her nasty until after her first porno with X Pac. Then I
Right.
saw that.
Right.
Then I saw that fucking moose knuckle down there.
Her clitoris is a mini dick, is a baby dick.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
So
probably one of the scariest sights that I've ever seen in my
that
life.
was pretty scary. Matter of fact, I remember I lent that video to someone, and when they called me to say to bring it back, I said you can keep it.
Right. X-Pac just munching his life away on that nasty vagina. Oh my God.
Well, he said before that wasn't the first big clit he's had.
Oh,
So
Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck?
he fucking he was chewing on that shit, dude.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Man,
Yeah,
I love
China.
where that was a great segue. She
Yeah, you're welcome. China. Fucking yeah, pretty much just shitting on Stephanie, man, saying, she's a hypocrite and they're passing all these laws about domestic abuse because of the whole Ray Rice thing and she claims that she was abused by X-Pac both mentally and physically and she was drugged by, somas and all this shit. I mean, she's big enough to not be like influenced to do somas and shit. I mean, she's not 12, you know.
no, and
I wouldn't really. I mean, if he physically beat her, that's a whole different story. But
dude,
as far as saying that she was under the influence and blame him, I mean, you're a grown ass woman, you
dude,
know.
that Amazon could have picked that motherfucker up and threw him across the fucking hall. I don't want to hear she
This
was
is X-Pac we're
this
talking
is
about.
I know. I mean, yeah, I mean Triple H I could get, but X Pac, come on.
Yeah.
I could whip X Pac's ass.
Well,
Maybe.
you don't have the turnbuckle tore his ass up, literally.
Oh, yeah, oof. Yeah, I hearing him talk about that makes me fucking cringe, dude. Just put it that way.
Hearing him
Ugh.
say that wasn't the first time that happened, that made me cringe.
Yeah, you gotta. I forgot about that. You're right. That made me fucking cringe too.
You had your asshole torn apart once because of this move, because you botched it, and you're still doing it.
Dude, I'd be doing a DDT from then on.
Yeah, I mean, I would be doing a body slam. That's
Yep.
it. That's all you guys get. Man, I would do a fucking leg drop. That's all you get.
Anything.
I tore my
Anything.
ass up, man. What do you want from me? I'm doing a leg drop from now on. Leave me alone, goddammit.
Man, a fucking leg drop would be pretty tender actually for the first couple weeks. Yeah, I might stick with a DDT.
Yeah, I would probably just retire.
Oh,
It's a great reason to retire. I mean, Jesus, you literally tore your ass up.
do the old warrior splash. I know
Oh
it
my
doesn't look
God, that was the
effective, but at
worst.
least
I mean, hands down, my favorite wrestler of all time. But man, that was a bad finisher.
especially when
That
he would
was,
hit him in the back, and you'd be like, "What the fuck?
how does that hurt?
How does that even bend somebody?"
Oh my God! You
And
see
I
like
was,
Harley Race just job out to him in like 2 minutes.
yeah.
Oh my God!
Oh, jeez. Anyway,
That was the first wrestling match I ever watched. Harley Race against the Ultimate Warrior, '89.
yeah,
Well, I
nice.
probably watched it like in '91, but it was from '89.
Not bad, man. That's pretty cool. Shit, 89. I was definitely watching in 89, if I can remember.
I was two in '89.
Wow. I was 14.
Yeah. Yeah, I started watching when I was like 4 or 5, and I actually just kind of, remember some of the stuff I watched.
Hmm.
Always been
Interesting.
in my family, man. My father and my uncles, pretty much like the only sport they actually watched. It's just good old professional wrestling.
Yeah, my dad was never a big sports fan either, but he watched, me and him would sit there, we'd watch wrestling, and right after wrestling would be roller derby. So we'd laugh our ass off at both. But I always thought roller derby was fun because, a bunch of women running around, throwing each other on, whatever.
Yeah, we get the point.
Yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed it. So, all right. Are we supposed to get back to this Hell in a Cell or what?
Yeah, I guess so. Enough about China's clit.
Yeah, I don't want to get back to that. So,
And hold on, have you seen her as a She-Hulk?
yes.
Man,
Yes, I
that's
have seen the
even a
She-Hulk
scarier
video.
sight.
I may or may not have fapped to that video once or twice.
You are a sick
You
fuck.
decide whether or not you decide. I'm going to leave it up to you guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next Tuesday.
All right,
I
maybe
don't
I
know if
did.
we're gonna be doing this anymore. Maybe we'll be back. I don't know.
Maybe we'll be back. Oh, come on. So I'm a little weird. Leave me alone.
Yeah, we're just playing, man.
At least I'm not.
Anyway, going to sell.
At least I don't have a fucking diaper on or anything. I promise. I really don't have a diaper on.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% positive. I couldn't even. I couldn't even imagine doing something like that.
Yeah. Well, hell in a cell, dude.
There you go. Hell in a cell. And this, ladies and gentlemen,
This is your main event of the evening.
yes, it was Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose. Go ahead, Shaheen.
I thought this was a phenomenal match, man. I fucking loved it. As soon as they climbed the cage, I knew something was gonna happen. And hey man, we got both guys diving, not off the top of the cage, but maybe halfway.
Yeah,
Would
I mean,
halfway?
you know what? It was a great spot. It looked good. They definitely sold it like they fell off the top of the cage. I didn't care much for I knew what was going to happen when the stretchers came out. I'm sitting there thinking, Mick Foley, here it comes again. We got the same thing last year with Bryan.
Yeah, but
Let's leave the stretchers out of Hell in a Cell from now on, maybe. Just that. But I mean, it didn't affect the match at all. It didn't make the match bad. It was just I understand they were trying to fill some time in between and get them back to there. But yeah, I totally agree. Phenomenal match. It was a great match. Once the match finally started, it was even better.
yeah, I loved it, man. I thought it was awesome. I liked how he made the two Stooges go up top of the cage.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I was actually expecting one of those guys to get tossed over.
That would have been good.
That's really what I had expected to happen, was one of those guys to go over the cage, and probably a good thing it didn't happen. But that's exactly what I was expecting.
Now, do you see those guys coming back as wrestlers?
I could see him coming back for maybe a God, what am I thinking? A Survivor Series match, being on Team Authority.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna suggest.
Yeah,
Yeah, perhaps maybe we'll see it.
I wouldn't mind. I was a fan of Nobles. Maybe he can grab, what was her name, Nydia,
Nah, I never care for that.
and see her fine ass walk out again. Works for me.
Oh man, you thought she was fine?
Her ass was fine. Her face was not.
Yeah, I don't remember. Her face was
Her face was not fine. I'll agree with that shit.
Yeah.
But
wasn't
had a
she
nice ass.
tough enough?
I think, yeah, she was. Yeah, she was. She was the winner. Her and Maven.
Yeah.
Her and Maven won the same year. And look where they are now.
Didn't Maven beat the Undertaker?
I think he fucking did.
I kind of remember that. I could be wrong. I could just be making this up, but I kind of remember that happening.
God, you're gonna make me look. Did Maven beat the Undertaker?
Anyway, yeah, Hell in a
Go ahead.
Cell, man. Meanwhile, while you find that, Hell in a Cell, I thought that match was phenomenal, man. I thought there was a lot of great spots. I knew there wasn't going to be any blood. Mick Foley came out last week and said, "You guys are going to come out scarred and bruised and battered," and maybe they came out bruised and battered, but definitely not scarred because no blood spill was shown on my television set. I don't know about yours, but I didn't get any blood. I know a lot of guys say we complain too much, and hey, man, it's wrestling. We have an opinion. You can have an opinion as well. If you like it, then that's fucking fantastic for you because you're gonna have a blast. You're gonna get this shit all the time.
Yeah.
Me, as far as myself, I enjoyed this pay-per-view. I really didn't have any complaints about this pay-per-view, but I know a lot of other people did, and some people liked it and some people didn't. It's a personal thing, man. Some people like some stuff and some people just don't. That's human nature. That's what we are. We
Yeah.
form opinions. We're different people. So
Yeah.
hey, respect everybody's opinion, man. It is what it is.
Yeah. And we have a podcast, so our opinion's more important than yours.
There you go.
I'm joking, of course. All right.
Good man.
Let me put it this way. I have no complaints with the pay per view overall. I have a complaint with how stupid this fucking hologram ending of this match was. The match is phenomenal. It's going great. It's about to be the blow off of a great match, a great feud, and then what happens? A fucking lantern, a stupid fucking hologram of that wasn't Bray Wyatt. I can only imagine we just saw who Sister Abigail was, if that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And Bray comes out of nowhere, takes him out. Why couldn't they have just waited to the end of the match, killed the lights right after the 3 count? What difference would it have made?
No, see, I see what you mean,
Mhm.
and don't get me wrong. I think it would have been much better if they just would have waited, or maybe just did it on Raw, because they didn't really do anything with Ambrose and Bray on Raw, so they could
Exactly.
have did that on Raw. And yeah, I mean, it was the blow off match, Hell in a Cell. You want a clean finish, I know, but I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just being soft on WWE because they let me down so much. So when I get a good match, I try to complain less. But yeah, I definitely see what people are saying, and they have a good point, and I somewhat agree with it. But I just don't care enough to, you know,
You've really
complain.
lowered those expectations, have you not?
Yeah, my expectations have gone down.
Oh man, that's not good. But yeah, I just they could have done it on Raw. I see so many different things they could have done. Am I? Do I want to see a Bray Wyatt Ambrose feud? Hell yes. The promos will be great. The match will probably be good. I definitely think Ambrose can carry him in a match. I just didn't like that we didn't get. Here's yet another WWE pay per view that the main event doesn't get. It gets a fucking hinky finish. I don't agree. I don't like it. And some. What do you expect? This is a throwaway pay per view. I am so tired of hearing throwaway pay per view. Don't have it then. Cut down to the main 4 pay per views a year. I'm fine with that. I'd be happy with that. I wouldn't have to fucking rush home once every fucking Sunday, or once a month every fucking Sunday to watch a goddamn pay per view. But there shouldn't be anything a throwaway pay per view when every pay per view you can get for $9.99. That's just I don't know. Maybe I'm the crazy. Maybe I'm old. Maybe I'm just old. Maybe that's it. But
I definitely see your point. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
they
just
they can have a good pay per view every month. It's definitely doable. It's possible. I mean, they've done it before. Um,
dude, they used to have
yeah,
a good show every week and then have a good pay per view, and then, I mean, it was. I mean, they used to do it. They can't now. They have to fuck with every fucking main event ending. Oh, we got to bring this over to Raw. Oh, that's our main show. Well, oh, because you can't see Raw on the network? Is that why?
yeah. I don't know, man. I You're right. I mean, every Raw match, pretty much every main event on Raw has been DQ finish, some sort of fuckery going on. We never get a clean finish. That's maybe why I'm so used to it, because it literally happens every week. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, this was a blow off match, and it should have had a clean finish. But it is what it is. As far as the hologram, I didn't mind that as much. I understand it was hokey. It was much better than a little kid coming out with a demonic voice. Um, that that killed Bray for me for the most part. I still like him, but that definitely killed his momentum a lot, man. I mean, that whole, he's got the whole world in his hand. That got old very quick, and they just did it over and over again, and it just really got repetitive, and people got sick and tired of it. So yeah, it was good that he was gone for a little bit, and
Well,
honestly, I'd prefer if they brought out Luke Harper to attack Ambrose instead of Bray.
yeah, I just think there's, I don't know. I just think when we're paying the same thing, I mean, we pay the same $9.99 for Hell in a Cell, what, Payback, Survivor. We pay the same for all of them. I'll tell you what, people are going to be pissed next month if something like this happens at fucking Survivor Series.
Dude, forget about the money. I'm not even worried about the $10. I'll give them $30 a month. Just give me a good fucking show. I don't.
Exactly.
It's and the whole $10 thing. I mean, it's a good fucking deal. I mean, even if they give me a bad pay-per-view, I can't really complain. It's only $10. But I don't know, man.
See,
I just want to see a good show, and this was a good show. So, I mean, to me, I don't know, man.
but I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't think it was that bad.
No, again, I don't have any complaints with the pay per view overall. The pay per view overall was good. There was just a couple of things I thought were incredibly stupid. I just thought this hologram was a horrible way to end this match. They could have waited 15 seconds more and let Ambrose put fucking Rollins' head through those cinder blocks, pin him for the clean win, and then the lights go out.
Well, if you would have done the cinder blocks, he would have had to, you know, step away from wrestling for a couple weeks. You can't
Eh,
have the guy come back the next week.
you tape up his head, you bring him back in.
Eh, I guess, man. I don't
Or maybe you don't bring the cinder blocks out there.
know. Right.
I mean,
Just do that.
just don't bring the cinder blocks out there. Let him do his finishing move. I mean, people come back the next night after the finishing move regular, so there you go. So there. I don't know. I don't know.
Speaking of coming out the next day regular, fucking John Cena came out no selling the hell out of Hell in a Cell.
Well, he won. He doesn't have to sell anything.
Doesn't matter, dude. You're still in a cage match.
Yeah,
Just
dude. Hey, I'm not saying I disagree. I agree.
a pinky, something. I don't care, man.
Yeah.
Sell a fucking headache. Say you took too many. I don't know. Anything.
That was
Anything. Literally anything. This guy didn't even sell the fucking match when he was walking out, dude. He was high fiving kids and doing salutes and all this, man. You were a Marine in a film, like you. He wasn't a real Marine, was he?
No, he's never been in the military.
Like, come on, man. This guy is too much, man. Too much for me, dude. I can't. This guy is just. He's a fucking. He's a lunatic. He's the real lunatic, man. This guy's out of his mind.
Yeah, and then I mean, all you get with Ambrose and Bray on Raw is Bray on the fucking screen.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly. So they could have done it on Raw.
They could have definitely done it on Raw. I would have rather have seen it on Raw. Ambrose is out there going crazy. The lunatic fringe. I fucking hate that shit. I wish they would
Yeah,
stop it. The lunatic fringe is out here going crazy. Oh man! And then the lights go out.
right.
Done. And no one complains. But whatever. Whatever. Whatever.
I guess we can get into Raw now.
Yeah, let's just transition right into Raw. We're actually knocking this shit out kind of quick. We're already. I mean, we're only an hour in, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of thought we were going to be longer going through Hell in a Cell because there were so many matches, but not bad.
We had Raw started out with the Authority coming out, Stephanie McMahon, Seth Rollins, Triple H, Kane, and of course the Stooges, and yeah, they came out, and later on Orton came out, and Orton got pissed at Rollins, and I thought, hey man, I'm kind of into Orton right now.
Dude,
I've never liked Orton, and this is history in the making right here.
I
I've
even
never liked this guy, and
no, and
for
I even
once
said it on
in my
Facebook.
lifetime, I'm actually somewhat invested in this guy's character.
Yeah, and I even said it on Facebook, man. I never thought I would say this, but Randy Orton was awesome in that fucking segment, dude. He came out. I mean, I haven't seen Randy Orton with that much fire and passion in him in years, dude.
Yeah.
That was like '05 Randy Orton. I loved it.
Yeah. He definitely looks like he has some fire in him. And
Yeah,
Joey Mercury, he looks terrible. Jesus Christ.
Joey Mercury looks like a skinny fucking what's that guy's uh, Uncle Fester.
Yeah, man. He looks terrible.
He does look pretty bad. I'll give
What
you
happened?
that. Yeah, he shaved his head.
Yeah, bro, I mean, I shaved my head, dude. He looks sick. It's not his hair. Looks
Oh,
like he had something. Like, I don't know. Looks like he had a couple of tragedies happen to him in a row, and it's
could
going
have.
down.
I mean, I never knew. I mean, I didn't. I never knew why he didn't wrestle anymore in the first place. But I mean, obviously he was. Maybe he was hurt.
Yeah, I mean, he's still fairly young, I
That's what I
think.
thought. That's what I thought. But I don't know, man.
When he came out with Joey Matthews, they debuted in ECW in like 2001, maybe 2000, and they were very young then. So I don't think he's even 40 yet.
No, I don't think he is either. But I don't know, man. But I mean, been doing his training, and I'm sure he's making good money, and now he's back on TV. So I don't know, but yeah, I could definitely see those two coming back for the Survivor Series match.
Man, Jeff Hardy busted his fucking nose though in that one match with the ladder.
Oh yeah,
Christ, dude, that was brutal, man. That was hard to watch.
dude, I've fucking hard. He's taking some big fucking bumps, dude.
Yeah, but that looked sick, man.
I remember
That
that
guy's
match.
nose was just completely shattered.
Yeah, I remember that match what he had with who was it, Rico and Chuck and Billy.
Right,
And Rico's sitting down there screaming for him. Where's Jeff? Knocked the fuck out on the ground.
man.
That was
Yeah,
another match too.
I don't remember that. I don't
You
recall
might not have been watching. Yeah, Rico's yelling, "Jeff, where are you?" And he's knocked the fuck out on the ground, not even getting up, barely even moving.
Fucked up.
He was fucked up pretty bad. I'm sure that was concussion night, but back then they went back out there the next night and kicked ass.
Oh, I thought you meant like fucked up, like you know, being in an altered state of mind, like off of
Oh no,
substance.
he took a huge bump off the ladder and just was out like a light.
Oh,
Oh yeah, and they were supposed to do obviously some other big spot, and Jeff wasn't there for it, and Rico's screaming for him, and Jeff probably didn't hear one goddamn word he said because he was knocked the fuck out. But
yeah.
he got back up there in there eventually and did the spot.
Yeah.
But yeah, but yeah, man, I definitely liked Randy Orton last night.
Yeah, I liked him in the Hell in a Cell match as well, man. Even
Yeah,
I bash Cena every week, but like I said, that was a pretty good match. Although the next night on Raw, Cena fucking killed it all over again for me. But I liked him at Hell in a Cell somewhat. But,
yeah.
man, Jesus,
I
Raw
guess
I don't know, dude.
I guess that's why him and Orton have so many matches because they both can get a good match out of each other. So why not just let them do what they got to do? I guess.
Yeah. Apparently, this wasn't the last match. They sold it as the last match, which made me really happy. And then he came out on Raw and he said, might have not been the last match of the feud, but certainly one of the best. Oh fuck, you're gonna do it again?
They'll wait
Why?
another year. They'll do it
Why?
next year.
We're gonna have WrestleMania fucking 35. John Cena and Randy. I call it right now. It's gonna happen, dude. It's gonna be like John Cena's retirement match or Orton's retirement match, whoever's retirement match it is. One of those guys. It's gonna be at WrestleMania, man. It's gonna be at WrestleMania like 40. You're still gonna see Orton and Cena in 2020.
Oh God. I don't know if I can make it that long, dude.
Good timing with that yawn.
Thank you. Yeah, that whole even just thinking about Cena it made me yawn. Cena and Orton again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Well, we got Mark Henry and Big Show against the Dust Brothers for the WWE Tag Team titles.
Yeah, Mark Henry and Big Show. Ugh.
This was weird, man. This was really, really weird. I don't know how you feel about this. This was weird ass heel turn for me, man.
Yeah, it was pretty. I mean, I expected the heel turn. I had been saying it was going to happen, but now the heel turn is over the way he tagged him.
And because it hurt him, he said it hurt. He said, "No, it didn't. You're tougher than that." He said, "No, it hurt."
No, yeah, all I could think was
You was crying like a pussy.
that's all I could think. He was crying like a pussy.
He was crying like a pussy.
You was crying like a pussy.
He was crying like a pussy.
That's all I could think when I saw that. I'm like, is this feud really going to be over a bad tag? I guess it is.
He's supposed to be the world's strongest man,
Well,
and he was hurt by a tag.
he's the world's strongest pussy.
Yep. I don't know, man. Supposedly both guys are gonna retire after their feud. So
Really?
more
That would
room
not-
on the roster.
That would not bother me one bit.
Yeah, that wouldn't bother me either, man. Let's make this happen.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Let's make this happen as soon as possible, please, WWE. Let's make this happen.
Yeah, I'm ready. Just do it now. I'm ready.
Yeah, let's
Ready.
do it right now on main event. Just have them main event.
There
Pun
you-
intended.
main
yeah,
event,
man.
main event. I like it.
Just have them. That's
There
it.
you go. There you go. Get it over with. Just do it. I don't know, man. I really just thought this whole. I'm glad. I thought it was weird too. When you have Gold and Stardust in the ring and Big Show and Mark Henry are the weird ones, there's a problem.
Yeah, there certainly is. But yeah, Big Show knocked out Stardust, and this wasn't a bad match. I wouldn't even mind seeing this on a pay-per-view. But yeah, he knocked out Stardust, and you thought that they were going to be the new tag team champions, but Mark Henry, he got emotional and he turned heel.
Yeah, which, like I said, we kind of expected that to happen anyway, but I didn't expect it to happen so weird.
Yeah, it definitely was weird. I just
Yeah, I think it would have been better to do it to do that on the pay-per-view also, maybe.
yeah. Then
My
we had
man.
I love this segment, man. We had Roman Reigns. What did you think of this one?
Oh my God! Did they just replay the same speech from like 3 weeks ago?
It's so fucking generic, man. The guy just believe that.
You know what, dude? You know what they should be doing with this guy? They should be doing those Brock Lesnar video packages, taking little sound clips, putting them into the video. I don't give a fuck if it's a fucking Rocky workout montage of him working out, fucking Eye of the Tiger behind him. I don't care. But I'm sorry. This guy should not do these live fucking via satellite things, if you ask me.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't dislike Roman Reigns. I think the guy has a lot of potential. I just
Yeah,
Just-
but then
he's
he
this
talks.
white meat baby face guy that comes out and he's just all about this comeback. It seems like it's going to be Cena all over again.
Yeah,
I just-
well, and
they're
you know what?
Bad at it.
There's
That's-
gonna it is gonna be Cena because there's another character that's never gonna evolve. You know why? He kind of reminds me of Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is fucking the dude from Bill and Ted's in every movie. I don't care what it is.
Right.
You know, Roman Reigns has kind of that same thing. He's gonna be the believe that guy from now until the end of fucking days. I just don't see any. I mean, what else can you do to the guy? I don't know.
At least he's more exciting in the ring than Cena, though. His moveset, he has that Power Man moveset, so I like it, man. I mean, I just think the guy he comes off like a fucking sweetheart. He doesn't come off like a badass. He just, I don't know.
I think
And he
he's.
come off like a badass when he was in the Shield, but
Yeah, but I don't know.
oh man, they're trying to make him this huge baby face. I don't know.
They're trying to make him the next Cena. How many moves do you think the guy has? 5, 6?
5.
Yeah, that's it. they're trying. I think they're trying to make him the next Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he comes out, blah blah, this that, Superman punch. He's down. Same thing.
The next segment. Oh, see, I always forget about the Divas matches.
Yeah, AJ Lee beat Alicia Fox. Same shit. Paige came out, kicked her ass afterwards, screamed, "I hate you."
I like
Whatever.
Alicia Fox though, man. She got some long legs.
She got some big cans.
Yes, she does.
They don't show them off enough. Those things should be front and center like fucking Nikki.
They should. They have a lot of good-looking divas. They don't show off anything, man. Nikki's probably the only one that, you know, shows off her assets. But
Dude, she pops them things right out, man.
yeah, the rest of them are, dressed like they're working out and shit.
Yeah. Well, hers are still new, so she's still into showing off the new boys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know, man. So weird how girls do that. I mean, I wouldn't like enlarge my balls and have to show them off. Would you?
Do that, man. Wow. Who the fuck wants big ass balls, man?
I mean, I wouldn't.
Not even big ass balls, just huge, like, implanted balls.
I had them put in big old bearings.
Suck.
I don't know,
Good.
man.
Shit,
I-
you just got a big fucking
I
slab
don't know.
of balls falling in the toilet.
Just leave a little zipper cleavage so they hang out just a little bit, you know?
Terrible.
I can't do that.
That is terrible.
I'm gonna start a whole new trend, dude. Fucking ball cleavage.
Huge balls.
I'm gonna shave them up. Fucking have one popping out every now and then. All right, this show is taking a real weird turn
Yes, it did.
for the second time tonight.
Yes,
Oh, Jesus, this show's all about big clits and fucking ball cleavage. I love it.
Got the worst segment of the night coming up next, which I don't know how you feel about this, man, but what this guy was saying in this promo absolutely pissed me off.
What? Which one was that?
Cena coming out with Steph.
Oh God, I wish yeah, I kind of agree with you, and I really wish they would stop the "let's try to turn John Cena heel again" thing. It's really getting old.
Right, the guy is not turning heel. He said it himself. It's bad for business. It's not happening, dude. The guy is not turning heel.
Nope.
He is gonna be this white meat baby face for the rest of his life, man. I mean, get used to it. It's nothing new. It's not a new concept. This guy came out. He said, Seth Rollins, the self-proclaimed future of the WWE. The future has to go through me. Well, John Cena, the future has never gone through you. Other than Daniel Bryan, I don't recall this guy putting too many people over. It's not happening. I mean, come on, man. This guy coming out saying that the future has to go through him and, he's not giving up his spot and all this stuff. Like, dude, this is the last thing I want to hear from this guy. That is absolutely the last thing I want to hear from this guy. Him coming out and saying, listen to the crowd, Stephanie. No, you listen to the crowd. Have you listened to the crowd? They say Cena sucks. That's every week. That's what they say.
Yeah.
You listen to the crowd.
I've listened to them, and that's it. That's what they say. Cena sucks, and it's because I don't know. I'm not gonna say the guy blows because yeah, trust me, we've had plenty of fucking new good matches out of the guy, but the crowd's just tired of him. Obviously, except San Antonio was loving that fucking guy. They were sucking big Cena dick last night. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh, I noticed.
Yeah.
I noticed.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You said it a little while ago. Yeah, they were sucking big Cena dick last night. This fucking crowd.
Man, San Antonio, you have let me down.
Yeah, it was
This
really weird
this
hearing
was
all that.
absolute. This was horrible, man. I mean, this guy coming out and saying he's basically not putting over the future. That's essentially what he said. That's pretty much what he said.
And how
Might
many
have been
times?
subliminal, but that's what he was. That's what he was hinting at.
Yeah,
So
and how many times did they use the phrase "the future" on this goddamn show? I mean, all Reigns talked about was the future, the future. I'm gonna make them the past, and then he comes out and talks about the future. How many times did Triple H say the future? And I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Why the fuck are they calling Seth Rollins the standard bearer?
is
What
that
does that
what they're
even
called?
mean?
I don't recall that.
Oh, Triple H said it, and then every time Seth Rollins was out there last night, they kept calling him the standard bearer.
That is a horrible name.
So is Lunatic Fringe. They've got to stop with these fucking little taglines. They're horrible.
Demon Kane.
The Demon Kane. Who fuck? He doesn't look like a demon. He's got hair and a suit on. Go fuck yourself.
Exactly, man. This guy comes out in a three-piece suit. Come on, man. This guy is.
The fucking tightwad Kane. Call him that.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
The
But
stuffed shirt Kane.
See, dude, Cena coming out and saying, "Listen to this crowd, Stephanie. Do you hear them?" Dude, I can't believe they have this guy go out there and say this stuff. I mean, you're really insulting my intelligence by doing that. You're going out there and saying basically that you're over and that the crowd loves you. No, it's just that city. It's just that. I mean, every other fucking stadium and arena has booed the hell out of this guy. This guy is garbage, man. This guy is terrible. I'm so fucking tired of him. Every week, the same thing, again and again and again and again. This guy coming out, woo, da 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 da. We get it, man. I get it. You think you're from Boston. You think you're a rapper wannabe that has a huge mansion without a goddamn thing in it. It doesn't even have a fork in there. This guy is the lunatic. This guy is the crazy one, man. I'm telling this he's nuts. Got to get him off TV, man. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't even want to see him turn heel. Just retire. Just retire. Just leave.
Man, I love your Cena rants.
I just hate this guy, dude. This guy is just garbage.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty crappy little segment myself. I'm 100% with you there. I didn't care for it much at all. It was what it was, and I knew as soon as I was cringing as soon as Stephanie started talking about join the Authority. Oh my God, stop already! It's not gonna happen.
I wouldn't even. I actually would like it if he joined the Authority. I think that would be entertaining. I think that would be really entertaining. That's something that I would see that I would want to see John Cena do. But it's not going to happen.
No.
So stop doing. It's not going to happen. They're not doing it. So.
No. But yeah, you're right. It would be entertaining. I would definitely watch if Cena even joined the Authority. Just join him and still be a babyface. I still wouldn't care.
Yeah, just give us anything new. Anything new. This guy is just the same thing for years, dude. Years and years. I mean, it's been a decade.
Well, he changes his T-shirt.
Hulkamania didn't last this long. I mean, Christ, man, it's enough. He's worse than Hulk Hogan, dude. And I love Hulk Hogan. I don't mean that in a bad way, but I mean as far as getting stale. Hogan was stale in the mid-90s. That's why he turned heel. That's why they did the NWO. This guy is way more stale than Hulk Hogan, man. This guy is fucking rotten. He's terrible. He's garbage. He can't do shit in the ring. People say, oh, he added a sixth move, the Hurricane Rana. He can't pull it off. You can't say he has 6 moves if you can't pull the fucking thing off, man. I hope they don't put that in the video game. John Cena doing the Hurricane Rana, he damn sure can't pull it off. Sin Cara does a better one. Sin Cara's entrance, him botching it every time, is better than John Cena. Anything is better. I would rather watch a Bushwhackers versus the Beverly Brothers best of marathon for the next 48 hours instead of watching a 20-minute John Cena match. That's how bad it is.
That's pretty bad.
It's bad.
That's pretty bad.
Give me the best of Skinner.
Oh, jeez.
Give me that. I'm fine with that.
Oh, man. The best of Skinner.
Yeah.
Wow, you really are desperate.
Anything.
Anything.
Give me Bastion Booger. Give me every Raw match Bastion Booger ever had. I'll watch that.
Wow, you really.
Best of Virgil.
Ooh. Oh, I don't even know if you can do that.
Oh, I can. I can.
I don't even know if you can pick a best of Virgil.
Virgil all day, man. Give me Virgil. Give me Alex Wright. I don't care. Give me anybody but this guy.
I kind of liked Alex Wright.
Garbage. It's terrible. That guy was terrible, man.
Coming down to the ring, gyrating and
It was.
shoving his pelvis into the turnbuckle.
Wasn't it a gay gimmick? Was he or was he just way European?
Just a German. I don't know. I think it was his gimmick. I don't know. I don't really know.
I lived in Germany when he was doing that gimmick.
Did he?
Midnight. Yeah.
I got no clue, man. It wasn't that bad though, I guess.
I enjoyed his match with Sabu. I'll tell you that.
That's because you like Sabu.
That is
That's-
Sabu.
So that settled that one.
There you go.
Yep. Well,
But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next segment, I guess.
yes, I think we've gotten your disdain for John Cena out of the way for tonight.
Yeah, until next week.
Until next week. Until next week, folks.
Yeah. I'll be back next week bitching and complaining about the same thing again. Why? Because we get the same thing every week.
Yep, perfect. I'll be here waiting for the bitching.
Man.
No.
Yeah, we got Mizdow and Sandow. We got Miz and Mizdow against the Usos, and again, Mizdow, awesome man. He was just copying every single move down to the T that Miz was doing in the ring.
When he jumped off the fucking steps right after Miz got thrown,
Yeah,
that had to be one of the funniest things. He jumps off the steps and lands, and he's doing the same thing the Miz is doing. Dude, I don't know. They really should just put those guys in the main event because I could go off the air laughing with that every week and be happy about it.
Mizdow in the main event. I mean, he was really over at Hell in a Cell, man. I mean, you could actually hear people laughing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's way more over than the Miz is.
Yeah. Oh, that's for sure, man. I mean, without a doubt.
Yeah, but he really does make Miz. Right now, Mizdow is making Miz tolerable, in my opinion, very tolerable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But next we had Hulk Hogan that came out, and of course it's a good deed to get the word out there, and did the usual plugs for. I don't know. Did he do the network or did he do the Susan G. Coleman?
Hogan?
Yeah.
He did the Susan G. Komen stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, same thing as the last couple of weeks. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
not really much to say about that.
No, not much at all to say, really.
Yeah, we had also Kane that approached Ziggler saying that he saw him speaking to John Cena, so I guess he's not allowed to do that, and he's going to kick his ass for it, which was surprising because I know Ziggler does not like Cena. If you follow him on Twitter, he's clearly not a fan of Cena.
Yeah, obviously. But, yeah, I thought another strange segment, and could Kane, I mean, literally it seemed like there was a guy with cue cards for Kane to read off.
Yeah.
To me, it was just bad, but I don't know. Yeah, since he's doing that, they're gonna have a match later. So and I guess that's how you make matches in WWE. You just say you were doing something wrong, and I'm gonna fight you for it.
Basically, yeah.
Awesome. So that's gonna come later. We'll talk about that in depth later. But I don't know. definitely was a good. I mean, it was what it was. I think the Usos always put on a damn good match, and like I said, Damian Sandow being out there just made me laugh like a motherfucker.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Next we had Ryback's return, and he had his new outfit looked like he was a part of the NWO, which I love, man. I mean, the guy was over. Um, I hope I'm not just speaking for myself, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you're a fan of him as well. So
Yeah. I thought the guy was way over last night. He got a huge pop when he came to the ring. He kept getting "feed me more" chants. He was getting, I mean, the guy was over. Maybe it's just because they haven't seen him in a while. I mean, it may change next week, and who knows? Maybe it was just that crowd last night that was a bunch of fucking sheep. So who knows?
well, hopefully it creates a chain reaction and it carries on to the next week. And
Yeah, I
that's
hope it
over,
does.
man. I mean, I wouldn't even mind seeing Ryback against Lesnar if they build him up correctly.
I could deal with that. Ryback's a big motherfucker. He'd be definitely believable against Lesnar. I mean, when we were talking, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, who can really face Lesnar? There's another option right there.
Yep.
So good thing he's back because he definitely, and if he's back as a babyface, they definitely have a shortage of baby faces right now.
Absolutely, man.
So they
And
could use everyone they can get. I mean, I don't know. You think, speaking of baby faces and coming back, do you think Brian's going to be back for Survivors? I mean, next month?
I think he's gonna return at Royal Rumble.
You think it's going to be Rumble?
It would make sense.
Yeah, I could see that.
'Cause they completely just avoided putting him in the Rumble last year, and that created complete fuckery, man. I mean, that was a
Oh,
disaster last
Jesus.
year's Rumble, and it was all because of Daniel Bryan's absence in the Rumble match. So I think they're gonna try to make up for it and at least put him in the Rumble match. I don't know if he's gonna win it, but I mean, then again, if they put him in it, he kind of has to win it because if he's coming back and losing, it's kind of a letdown, isn't it?
Yeah. But then again, I don't know. We'll have to see. They'd have to bring him back a little bit before. I don't know. But I definitely would like to see him back. I mean, like I said, they're running short on baby faces right now. He would definitely be a good one to try to get back there as quick as possible. But they can't right now anyway because, him and Brie are broke.
Yeah, he needs to get back as soon as possible.
Yeah. I mean, well, first they have to play out how broke they are in Total Divas. Then he can come back.
Well, they can't afford to eat, man. I mean, eating as a vegetarian or what is he, a vegan? Eating as a vegan is quite expensive, man.
Yeah. I don't think he's a complete vegan anymore, but
Well, he's living off of carrots and kale.
yeah, I see him eat a lot of salad on the show. So I don't know.
A friend of mine has turned vegan for about a year and a half. Lost
Oof.
about like 70 pounds.
Mm.
Crazy.
I couldn't do it, man. I like meat too damn much.
It's not even meat. He doesn't eat any dairy products, any wheat. Everything gluten free, wheat free.
Can't do it.
Even I think so. He doesn't even eat anything with soy.
Can't do it.
He
Well,
pretty
I
much
don't
eats
eat.
like a squirrel. He eats like nuts and lettuce.
Ugh. Oh,
That sounded terrible. He eats nuts and
that
lettuce.
really did sound bad. I just went back to thinking about my ball cleavage again.
Ah, man. Jesus Christ. Is that going to be the title of the episodes? We're going to get like 2 downloads.
No, I'm not gonna name it ball cleavage.
Ball Cleavage, the Hot Tag Podcast,
I will make
presenting the Ball Cleavage episode.
I'll make sure it's in the description though.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah,
We
man.
had- But yeah, speaking of Ryback, we kind of segued into like 5 other topics. But yeah, Ryback defeated Bo Dallas, which this guy's completely just lost in the shuffle, and I don't really know I don't know what they're gonna do with this guy, but
I don't know. He's
whatever, man. I've already
squashed.
lost my interest in him for the most part. But
Yeah.
yeah, Ryback defeated him, so I think they're gonna do something with Ryback. I mean, he defeated him fairly fast, and Bo Dallas was on a winning streak against Henry, so it's not
Yeah,
like they're punishing Bo Dallas.
I don't know, but yeah, he squashed Bo Dallas like a minute and 12.
Right.
It was a no. Actually, I heard today it was a 1 minute 12-second match. I read it.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was that fast.
It was that fast. I know it didn't look like it. It looked like it was a longer match, but that's because Ryback used to just come out there and Goldberg people, beat him in 20 seconds and be out of the ring.
Right. I didn't realize it was that
Yeah,
quick of a match.
yeah. I mean,
But
really, all he did was throw him around a few times and do that. God, do that. I got to tell you that clothesline he does, damn sure looks good.
I'll tell you what looks good, man. I have the Nikki Bella and the Naomi match in the background, and my God, Naomi's ass is good God.
See, Nikki's got some ass on her too. I think.
Yeah,
Bree,
but
Bree's
Naomi
the
is just
skinny one.
like it's 1 in a million.
Well, there you go. See, you've already segued into the next match.
No, I actually skipped the whole Ambrose and Cesaro thing.
Oh, you're right. You did skip that. That's because that wasn't really a match. You did skip the whole Ambrose Cesaro thing. If
Yeah,
you
I'm
got it
sorry.
up
I was
there,
just so fascinated by her ass.
well, well, that's a good thing. We'll talk about her ass next.
Well, you can just. I'm just gonna fade out and just keep staring at her ass. You can
No,
talk about
because
the
I don't
rest of
have the whole segment pulled up like you must.
it. Yeah. Well. Yeah, we had Ambrose against Cesaro, which really wasn't much of a match. Ambrose kind of just snapped and beat the hell out of Cesaro with the microphone. But I did like him selling the injury, unlike John Cena.
Yeah, yeah. He came out limping, kind of, and sold the injury, sold that he was beat up, sold that he was actually in a Hell in a Cell match.
Right.
And yeah, standing on the announce table doing the promo. Guy's got such a damn good promo on him, dude. It's just awesome. I mean, and you know what? What he was saying last night was pretty stupid, but it didn't sound like it.
I don't really remember.
See, you don't really even listen. You just know you like seeing Ambrose.
Yeah, I just kind of like him. I like his character. I
Yeah.
mean, dude, it's a 3 hour show, so when they talk, I kind of tune out from time to time, unless it's something really interesting, like Paul Heyman. I always tune in when he was talking. CM Punk, guys like that. Ambrose is another guy that I usually do listen to. I just happened to kind of tune out last night, but yeah, guys like Seth Rollins. I mean, I really like the guy, but guys like him and Orton and Cena and those guys that aren't really particularly good on the mic, I just kind of try to avoid.
Yeah.
But I do
Yeah.
like Rollins though. He's really really good. He's just kind of boring on the microphone.
He's hit and miss. Every now and then he cuts a really good promo, and then every now and then you're like, this really sucks. So,
It's not even that. I think it's just his delivery and his voice. It's his presence. I don't know. He has a really good in ring presence. It's just on the microphone. I don't know. I can't pinpoint it. I don't really know what it is. It's not that he's bad as far as talking, or I don't know. Maybe it's his voice. I don't know.
maybe. But yeah, I mean, speaking of microphones, um, Ambrose snaps and beats the hell out of Cesaro with a microphone, and that is a durable microphone because he was beating the hell out of him with it for like 3 minutes,
Oh yeah.
and the microphone just kept popping. you know.
Yeah, I
But
like stuff like this, man. I mean,
I did too. I thought it
glad
was
there's
awesome.
more of this stuff. I mean, the backstage brawls and things of that nature, man. It's something different. It's something they used to do. It's not just Attitude Era. They were doing it in Memphis in the fucking early '80s. I mean, it's been around forever, man. I mean, it's something different. You want to have these edgy moments. It doesn't have to be TV-14. It doesn't have to be guys out there spilling beer all over titties and blood everywhere. You can do simple stuff like that, like beating a guy with the microphone. Very
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, they should do more of this stuff, but they won't. But it was definitely good. It was definitely different. Then he calls out Bray Wyatt, and
Yeah.
all we get is a fucking video segment.
Yeah, basically saying Bray Wyatt is the same as Dean Ambrose, and yeah, I don't really know where he's going with this. I don't quite know why he attacked Ambrose.
I don't
Uh,
either, man.
I guess they're going to explain it in the next couple weeks, but
I'm hoping they explain it because they had a chance last night and didn't. So,
Right.
I don't know, man. But let's go ahead and get into the next match so you can talk about Naomi's ass.
Well, I already kind of did. I love her ass, and I love this match because of her ass. And
All right, Nikki Bella versus Naomi. Nikki
yeah, she was
beat
the best
Naomi.
face, but her assets, man, my God.
I think both of those two have some ample ass.
Oh, they do. Yeah, both of
Nikki
them.
is definitely the thicker Bella.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. So,
But I like Brie more though. I don't know why. I like her. I like her face more. I think I don't know.
no,
Maybe it's because
yeah, maybe she's nicer.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
Well, she doesn't seem as as much of a materialistic cunt as Nikki does.
Well, that's true, but
Yeah,
that doesn't make her nicer.
it does a little bit.
Wow.
She's not a gold digging tramp. One's a gold digging tramp. One is a hippie. I mean, that's pretty much the way to do it.
Yeah, but she can be a bitch. She seems like she's one of those bipolar moody girls.
Oh yeah,
So, I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, that was a match. It
Well,
happened. Nikki beat her, and Shaheen is going to sit there and stare at Naomi's ass. Have you rewound the match yet to look at her ass?
no, I just watched it and yeah, I didn't. Yeah, it was just nice. That's it. I just thought I'd mention it.
All right, awesome, good.
Yes.
All right, well, okay. Nikki won, and on to the next. Was there this is there was no net segment in between this. It went right into the. I don't think was there.
No, it was just Kane against Ziggler, which
Yep,
was a
right into
long
this.
match.
Was kind of what did they have? Yeah, it was kind of a long match. It was like two commercials.
Yeah, it was long.
It was a long match, and it was Ziggler and Kane, and I don't know.
Probably Kane's best match in the last couple months, man. Kane has been terrible lately.
Yeah, thanks to Ziggler.
Yeah.
So
Good job, Ziggler.
good job, Ziggler. Way to get a good match out of Kane for once. So
With all due respect to Kane, though, I mean, but the guy's been around for the last, what, 20, 22 years? I don't know, man. He's been
yeah,
around since like 94,
yeah, he's been
20
doing
years.
this a long
I
time.
mean, yeah, his
Yeah,
body's winding down. It tends to happen to wrestlers.
yeah. I mean, he's well in. I mean, he's if I'm not mistaken, he's well into his 40s now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not gonna look it up. Fuck it. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely. But you know, every now and then he comes out there and has a good match, and then he'll. I don't know. It kind of depends on who he's in the ring with, and Ziggler can usually pull a good match out of about anybody.
Right.
So that's a good thing.
I thought it was a decent match, and surprisingly, Ziggler went over, and
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good, man. I mean, that's what they should be doing with Kane.
Yeah,
Put over the new guys. Not
exactly.
even Ziggler isn't really new, but the future of I hate to say the future, but
God
you know,
damn it.
you get what I mean.
I get it. And you're right. You're right. That Kane should be at this point. Kane should be just putting over guys and getting them ready to go somewhere else, wherever that may be.
Absolutely. Hopefully, it's not the graveyard.
Hopefully not. Then, of course, the next match I've got is. Oh, wait a minute. Got to hit it because we're on it.
This is your main event of the evening.
Yeah.
Yeah. John Cena,
Yeah.
Seth Rollins. John Cena, not only does he win Hell in a Cell, but after fighting to get a Hell in a Cell match, after fighting Ambrose to get to Rollins, he still gets Rollins, and he gets a shot at the title. It must be nice to be Cena.
Now let's get this straight. Ambrose defeated Cena, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So that would mean that the loser of that match
Mm-hmm.
got a number one contenders match.
Yep. And a shot at the guy that he was trying to get to the whole time.
Right. So how the fuck does that make sense?
You're John Cena?
Yeah. See, this is exactly why I don't like the guy.
I mean, that's pretty much the only excuse I could give is
Doesn't
you're
make
John
sense,
Cena.
man. It's so. Ah.
It's got to be frustrating on the other guys on the roster when that happens, though.
Absolutely, man. Like I said, either last week or the week before. Wait, give it 10 years. Wait till these guys start doing shoot interviews. You're gonna start hearing everybody just shitting on this guy.
Probably.
You know this guy is a douchebag. You know he's a dick. Look how he treats his girlfriend. I mean, that's the girl that he's sleeping with. Imagine how he's gonna treat wrestlers in the back like, I don't know, like fucking
Shit.
Gabriel. Like, yeah, that's a shoot interview I'm looking forward to. So Rob Feinstein, please make that happen.
The Justin Gabriel shoot interview.
Justin Gabriel shoot interview.
Oh. Yeah, that just seems wonderful. Justin Gabriel. Well, we were playing video games, and then Brodus Clay comes in, and he plays video games, and we had these huge bottles of water. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they do nowadays. They
Yeah.
play video games and they read comic books and they trade magic cards and
Yeah. Yeah. So
you watch the network. Don't forget that for $9.99.
that's right. And, Ambrose is back there watching, See No Evil, Hear No Evil 2, shit like that. Or See No Evil 2, whatever the name of the movie is.
Yeah, eating popcorn. They don't bang rats anymore.
No, dude, he wasn't just eating popcorn. If you looked in the back, there was a fucking popcorn machine behind him.
Yeah, I saw.
Okay.
Believe me.
I'm glad you noticed it too.
And the funny thing is, and I'm gonna go ahead and plug their shit. MLW with Conan and Court Bauer. You know Court Bauer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, he used to work, close with Vince for a couple of years. So he said this is definitely Vince's idea and his vision because Vince loves comedy with props. So you see the popcorn machine and him coming out with the mustard and the ketchup and the holster and the all this stuff it's all Vince's stuff, and I can definitely see it. Which makes it more funny, but it's not particularly good, but nonetheless it's Vince McMahon for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see that because Vince seems like the kind of guy that likes that. I mean, please look at the shit we got after Vince Russo left. The hand from fucking Mae Young's vag. Did we need to see that?
Yeah, and look at the GM, the Raw GM with the fucking computer and all that stuff.
Was the Raw GM. The I guarantee the guest hosting was his idea.
Of course.
I can't stand the guest hosting, but
Of course.
I don't know. Vince is just becoming an old fuddy-duddy.
Don't forget the dummy, the doll that Ambrose was stabbing and beating up. That's another prop. How can we forget that?
Yeah, I'm trying everything in my power to forget that. Everything I got is trying to forget that.
Probably a smart move.
Thank you.
Yeah, but we got the main event, which actually, again, John Cena, it pulled off another good match, man. I mean, I'm gonna give props when it's due. So you guys can't tell me I just hate him for no reason. I mean, I just don't like the guy's gimmick. I don't like what he portrays because I know it's fake. I don't like him being on my television all the goddamn time. But nonetheless, this was a great match. There was a DDT that he took that I thought he sold the hell out of it, which is really rare because this guy doesn't sell anything.
Yeah.
But he pulled that one off pretty well, man. I liked it. I thought it was a pretty good match.
Yeah.
Until the end, of course, we'll get into that in a second. But
Well, we can go ahead and get into it. I mean, it was a back and forth match until. Go ahead.
yeah, well, don't forget that table spot. That
Oh yeah.
you remember the table spot?
I remember it, but I don't remember how it got into it.
Man, I mean, Seth Rollins, he went spine first right into the table. He got it looked horrible, man. It looked like it fucking hurt.
Probably
I
did.
think Cena did like a suicide dive out to the ring. I think, and he caught Seth Rollins and he went spine first into the table, which looked painful.
It did look a little painful, but He came right back. I don't know, man. You can say what you want about Seth Rollins, but he had a pretty fucking hard match the night before, and he did come back last night and perform pretty fucking good. I mean, you got to give him some credit right there, man. The guy, that was a hard fucking fall they took on those tables. Him and Ambrose both.
Both those guys, man, they're fucking awesome. Probably the two best guys on the roster right now as far as being active.
Yeah.
No, Cesaro also. Cesaro. Can't forget him.
Yeah, exactly.
And Ziggler. God damn, we sound like some fucking marks.
Yeah, we do.
Rollins and Dean Ambrose and Cesaro and Ziggler.
But honestly, dude, they're the only guys right now that are. I mean, there's not that many baby faces in the company to care for.
And nonetheless, it's true though. It's they're the only guys that are having good matches, pretty much.
Exactly. I mean, everyone else is having the same old match.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but yeah, and then, but yeah, I'm right with you, man. I don't care if we sound like fucking marks or not. I like who I like, and I don't like who I don't like. So, and
absolutely. I also like that powerbomb spot that they did to the turnbuckle with Cena landing back first into the turnbuckle.
Yeah, I mean it was a good back and forth match. There were definitely some good moves in it, good spots, and then the end happened. It was kind of a clusterfuck. Who were the first? Who was the first one to come out and DQ the match?
I think it was the Authority, wasn't it?
Yeah, but who from the Authority came out? It wasn't Kane, wasn't it? The Stooges, right? The two guys.
I don't really remember.
I don't either. All I know is someone came out, match goes. DQ, and the whole roster. Well, Ziggler comes out to help. Okay.
Right.
I know Ziggler came out to help. Might have been Kane, actually. I think it was.
Yeah, might have been.
I think Kane came back out.
The whole locker room emptied out, and we basically had a big-ass rumble.
Which, I'm going to go ahead and say, I didn't mind. I actually kind of like a clusterfuck rumble like that. What really pissed me off is at the end of this whole thing, who's standing in the ring like the fucking Superman but John Cena?
Yeah. And I hated him just AAing, everybody. Just, guy after guy just running up to him. And, you got an attitude adjustment.
Yeah, and just throwing guys out of the ring. He stands tall at the end of it and, blah, blah. And what the fuck was El Torito doing out there?
He was out there?
Yes.
Oh man, wonderful.
I saw him in the background, and I was like, "What the hell is he doing out there?"
Yeah, I thought I don't know, man. They gotta stop doing this, man, because they have good matches. Like for example, that Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins match, phenomenal match.
Mm-hmm.
Cena and Seth Rollins match, another really good match. That they fuck it up with the endings. It's not necessary. I don't know why they mess it. It's so easy. Just let them have a clean finish. I don't get. Even if it's not a clean finish, you don't need to do this.
I don't know. Maybe Dusty is writing the endings of all these matches. I don't know.
Vince Russo, man. I keep telling you, man.
Yeah,
Russo back.
It's got to be Russo back again. He's got to be quietly back with the dub.
It's Russo, man. I'm telling you, it's Russo.
I don't know. But yeah, I just really, I mean, and you know what? The same person who was telling me that if I don't like if you don't like the ending to the main event, maybe you shouldn't watch anymore because it was incredible, was complaining about the ending last night.
Well, that's because it fucking sucked. I mean, I shouldn't say it sucked. It was just, it's questionable. I don't get it.
I thought it was better than the ending to the fucking Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah, but I mean, at least they have time to explain that. They're never going to explain why the whole roster just emptied out.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Because Survivor Series is coming up, and it's kind of just a clusterfuck all over the place. So yeah, they can get away with it. But at the same time, I'll tell you what, though, I'm really excited for. Are we done talking about Raw?
Sure.
I don't really.
Yeah, that was it. Last match. That was Raw, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go. Well, I'll tell you what I am excited about. I'm excited about Survivor Series and the fact that I think the main event is actually going to be going to be like a Survivor Series stipulation type of match.
Well, from what they're saying, it is going to be a traditional. I mean, obvious. Well, from what Triple H said last night, it is going to be. He said it's Team Authority versus Team Cena.
Right. Which is exciting. I kind of dig this. I like it.
Now, what would they have done if Cena had joined the Authority? Who else? Who would have had the other team?
Ambrose,
Oh, okay.
that would have been good.
It would have been so funny if Cena went off script and just said, "You know what? I'll do it."
That
That would have been awesome.
would have been, man.
much-
If he was
too
just on
much to
bad
ask.
terms with the
Too-
WWE and he just wanted to quit, just fuck it. Yep.
Eh, I've got millions and I'm
Bye,
tired.
everyone. This is
Goodbye.
what you've been waiting for. I'm turning heel right now. Ruin it
Uh,
for everybody. Just completely ruin it.
Yep, that's it. They're out of here. I wish. That would be funny if he just did that.
Yep. I hope you guys liked it. Did you guys like it? I'm a heel now.
Yeah, you're still gonna boo me. What am I gonna do now?
I guess. Also.
Oh, look, I can still sell merchandise as a heel. Who knew?
He can, man, and that's why I don't get. I mean, they had the same. They had the same, concerns about Hogan turning heel, and look what happened. He sold more merch than ever,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's just a matter of how they do it. I mean, they have 1,000 writers. Come up with a good concept. Come up with something different. I mean, I'm sure they can get him over as a heel. Not necessarily over, but he'll still sell merch. Maybe not to the little babies anymore, but
Yeah. Well, honestly, right now would be the worst time for him to do that. Like I've said already on this show, they don't have that many baby faces, and they really don't have that many good heels.
yeah. If he goes away, we're gonna get Sheamus every main event. So
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get Sheamus.
probably be better. So maybe we're better off like that.
We'll get Roman Reigns every fucking main event.
Give me him over Cena then.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't really mind Roman Reigns that much.
Right now I don't, but I don't know. We'd
Yeah,
I'd
I
have to
definitely see myself hating him in the future, just because of the fact that they're kind of shoving him down our throats already.
Yeah.
And I can foresee that they're just going to continue to do that.
Yeah.
They're just really just trying to push him as hard as they can. It's going to get repetitive. It's too early. The guy's clearly not ready, and I don't know. I hope they do something else with him. Just let him cool off for a bit. Take off for 2 months or so. Bring him back. Put him in the mid card and let him build up.
Yeah. They gotta do. They'll do something with them, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Kind of like Mizdow. I mean,
Yeah.
look, if they didn't have him in the mid card, I mean, he's getting over. Once again, organically, he's getting over. Naturally right now, and that's how people really should get over. Not because you're shoved down people's throats and you start off the show and you end the show and they kind of have no choice. And let's be honest. Once you see something so many times, you kind of get used to it and you just accept it. But
Yeah, I guess.
anyway, if you had to pick a couple guys that you think are going to be in this Survivor Series match, who do you think is going to be in it?
On which team?
Both.
Both.
It's going to be 5-on-5, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it should be. That's traditional. Team Authority is pretty set, obviously. I mean, that's gonna. Kane's gonna be in it.
Kane, Rollins.
Kane, Rollins. Like I said, I got a feeling you're gonna see Mercury and Noble in there, which will be 4, and I could even see Tripp putting himself in this match.
Yeah.
I could see Triple H inserting himself right into this match without a problem.
That'd be interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
I wouldn't mind it either, to be honest with you. On Cena's team, Ziggler obviously is a pretty obvious one. I see Ambrose going to his team to get to do it. Maybe. I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping they just leave Ambrose with Bray and let it stay like that.
I think that's what they're gonna do. I don't think Ambrose is gonna be a part of the.
If Reigns is good enough to come back, I could see him being a surprise. You know how kind of they did that with Bryan one year, the surprise guy.
Yeah.
I could see that happening maybe.
I don't think he's gonna be back in time though.
He didn't have. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, well, no. There. I get. You're right. I actually. You know what? I read today. They're thinking December, January for him.
Yeah.
But who knows? God, like I said, dude, there's not that many babyfaces. Usos. I could see both the Usos being on his team too.
Absolutely. That's what I think it's gonna be. Ziggler, Cena, Usos, and I'm thinking that maybe Orton. I think he's gonna turn face.
Well, he pretty much did last night after that fucking RKO to Rollins, which was pretty friggin' good. But
I think that's gonna be the team.
I that's probably a good one. I think that's probably going to be the exact teams. But yeah, I definitely see the Usos, Ziggler. I don't know. Last night I was thinking maybe even Zack Ryder.
No, it's not happening.
Heath Slater. I was thinking Heath Slater, and then he picks up Heath Slater and fucking AAs him. I don't see that happening now.
Of course he does. Of course he does.
Yeah, but I think that's going to be the I think that's going to be the probably close to what we get.
Yeah. Well,
pretty close.
Let's go ahead and get into some news before we get out of here.
Yeah, we're going to be out of here a little quicker than I thought tonight. We went through those pretty quick. We could I'll be honest, we could talk about TNA really quick if you want to. If you want to look up some news real quick. It was
yeah,
a
I'll
tag.
look up news. You can talk about it. Take over for.
I'm gonna watch how quick this goes. It was a tag team tournament. There were a few little segments in between, but it was a tag team tournament, and I there was no way I was gonna take notes on a fucking tag team tournament. Here, I'm gonna run this down real quick. This was the first set of matches for the tag team tournament. Hardy Boys defeated the Bromans. Which was and the Bromans included Zima, Ion, and Jesse. Next match was Loki and Samoa Joe. They defeated Gunner and Samuel Shaw. This Samuel Shaw character needs to fucking go. I'll leave it at that. Next match was a hardcore match. Bram defeated Devon. Have no clue why Bram started suddenly calling out Devon. Not a clue at all. Next match was MVP and Kenny King. They defeated Chris Melendez and Mr. Anderson. That was actually a good match. And the last match on that show was EC3 and Tyrus, also known as Brodus Clay. They defeated Rockstar Spud and Eric Young. Scheduled for this week, scheduled for tomorrow, you're going to get the semifinals to the tag tournament. So you're going to get Loki and Samoa Joe versus MVP and Kenny King. You're going to get the Hardy Boys versus EC3 and Tyrus. And we also get a nice little Bobby Lashley versus Bobby Roode TNA World Title match tomorrow night.
It actually sounds like a good show.
It should actually be a good show. Last week wasn't horrible. Again, it was a tag tournament, and like I said, you got to remember TNA's only got like this show and what, 3 more? Give me a second, pull up a calendar real fast. They've got tomorrow night. They've got 5th. Yeah, they have a total of 4 shows left. 1, 2, 3, 4 shows left, and then we go into best of. And we are not going to talk best of, so...
Yeah.
So that was it. That was TNA, and yeah, you know what? Tomorrow actually does seem like a good show. I'll definitely be watching, so... That was it. Yeah. There's TNA. What do you got?
All right, well, we got Undertaker is apparently working with some new guys at NXT, which I think it's going to be good, man. I mean, Undertaker, he's one of the great minds of wrestling, clearly. I mean, the guy's been around forever, and he's kind of the head guy in the locker room for many years. So I think this is a pretty cool gig for him, because he's trying to step away from the ring, and he's still trying to kind of stay in touch with wrestling. So it makes sense to me.
Yeah, and from what I read, it looks like the idea is that he's going to actually work with the WWE talent on the WWE etiquette, not really training or anything, because they've got trainers. So I'm sure he'll just be basically coming in telling them what they should and shouldn't do to survive in WWE, and probably a lot of those guys need it.
Yeah, again, head of the locker room, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, with all the social media and shit out there, somebody probably should come in and tell them how to work the WWE etiquette. So I don't know. Good for him. I mean, if he's gonna, whatever he wants to do, I'm good. Whatever. Undertaker can do what the fuck he wants, in my opinion. The guy's been there forever.
And also, apparently, Roman Reigns is advertised for a Royal Rumble, so I guess maybe he'll be back by then.
Well, Royal Rumble's in
January 15th.
January. So yeah, December, January, he'll be back. I could see that. I could see him coming in. I could see him. I could see him winning the Rumble. Yeah, I said it.
And also, Brock Lesnar is being advertised for December 8th Raw in South Carolina. So I'm guessing he is actually going to be at the Rumble.
Well, that's when he's set to wrestle again. So, and if you were listening to Cena last night, he said, until Brock comes back, I'm gonna be blah blah blah. So he basically said Brock is not coming back right away.
Yeah, and also apparently there's some rumors that the Brock Lesnar and John Cena match might take place at TLC, but I don't really see that happening.
Yeah, I don't either. But I don't know, man. They're all saying that this movie, WWE's website had an article about this John Cena movie. Did you read this?
No.
This new movie Trainwreck he's in.
I did not.
And he's also got another comedy right behind it called Company Man. So they're saying, this could be a whole new thing for Cena. He could be leaving to start doing movies. Cena showcases his funny bone on the silver screen.
That is fantastic, man. Make this guy a Hollywood superstar so we can stop watching him.
I wouldn't care one bit. I'm right with you, man. Do it. Tell the guy to go do some fucking movies.
Speaking of Hollywood superstars, I'm going to go ahead and predict this before it happens. I do see The Rock and Batista maybe in a year or two at WrestleMania.
I could see
that.
Two Hollywood guys against each other?
Yep.
I could see them in a movie first together.
That'd be good, man. I think they could have a good WrestleMania match.
Dude, could you see those two in a cop buddy movie?
I can.
I
Absolutely.
can too, and I'll tell you what. I wish I was in Hollywood because I would make it.
Happen, man. Let's start a Kickstarter.
There you go, Batista and The Rock. That would be a funny. You know what I watched this weekend? I watched Pain and Gain with The Rock and Mark Wahlberg.
Never seen it.
It's actually based on a true story. It all happened in Miami. It's a pretty. It's not based. It is about a true story. It's fucking. The Rock is hilarious in the movie, dude. I got more chuckles out of The Rock than I did anybody else in the movie.
Nice. I might have to check that out.
It is a good movie. Pain and Gain. It's like I said. It's The Rock, Mark Wahlberg. There's more people in it, but I don't know their names, and I'm not gonna sit here and try to remember. But it was funny as hell.
Yeah, I might have to check that out, man.
Yeah, definitely check out that movie. The Rock will make you laugh. Just the part he's playing. Just the part he's playing. He plays this like a big pussy.
You got fucking what's this guy's name? Josh Matthews, the guy that got fired.
Mm-hmm.
We got him on here that he's talking shit on JBL apparently.
It wasn't really. It was a shot at JBL, but was it the I think Joey Styles already beat that dude up thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone just asked him if he was tired. I guess JBL was pretty mean to him too. Yeah.
JBL's been a dick.
Yeah, JBL's hazed about every. You know what? It was Ed Harris. That was the other guy in that movie that was popular. Just systematic in the chat room just reminded me. It was Ed Harris.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have known him. He's from one of my favorite movies, Glengarry Glen Ross.
I don't really see much else on here as far as news.
Um,
You have anything else?
I got a couple little things that I've been posting on Facebook. I'm on the Facebook going through some things. Um,
Or
and for those wondering, that Facebook is facebook.com/group/THT podcast. Join
Yeah.
now. The WWE 2K15 game already not getting good reviews.
not good.
No, saying it's pretty much a step back. They're saying it's a step back from the games they've had, quality wise, everything. So already getting bad reviews. WWE 2K15. I usually buy the games just because I like them. So I don't know. I mean, I know this one's got a lot more things you can do in it, a lot more variety of, not just simple, but it's got a lot more. What am I trying to say? I'm reading while I'm talking, which is the problem. But I don't know. I usually just get them just to play them. My kids love to play them, so why wouldn't I buy them for them?
Yeah, you have a good excuse.
Yeah, and I end up playing them, and I try to tell myself it's just so I can open more characters for the kids, but it's not.
Liar.
I end up playing them, but
Son of a bitch.
yeah, but they're saying there's some, I don't know. Let's see here. There's a handful of throwaway DQ and no contest finishes from Raw and SmackDown that didn't need to be included. Yeah, it's just really. But there's an Attitude Era mode you can go right into. There's a WrestleMania mode. I don't know, but it's just getting a lot of bad reviews. I got this from IGN, and they do a lot of video game reviews, so I kind of trust what they say.
Yeah.
And ROH looks like they signed a new toy licensing deal today for some ROH action figures and more.
That is pretty cool, but I don't really see that being too profitable. I don't really see any kids buying like Adam Cole action figures.
Yeah, this is going to be your hardcore fans and your collectors more than anything, in my opinion. I could be completely wrong, but I would think that this is going to be a lot of people that are just collectors. But I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I don't know, man. There is a lot of grown ass men at these wrestling conventions that are highly invested in wrestling figures. So
Yeah, they
you
are.
never
Yeah,
never
they
know.
are. And you posted something about CM Punk's new little gig he has.
Oh yeah.
CM Punk now is just talking about The Walking Dead. I don't know, man. I fucking love this guy. I hate to tell you.
He's such a dick, man. He seems like an ass.
He does, and that might be why I like him, because he's an ass there. He was an ass in WWE. He's an ass out of the ring. It's him. He's not trying to be anyone he's not. He's an asshole.
It's true.
I don't know, man. I like it. I like the guy. I think I could hang with him even though he doesn't drink. I could still hang out with Punk.
Well, he would not want to hang out with you because he's a dick and he hates his fans. So
Well, I wouldn't tell him I'm a fan. I would tell him I was a Cena fan.
yeah, see CM Punk just approach him and just ask him, "Hey, aren't you the guy off of the Walking Dead or Talking Dead thing?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a wrestler. Did you know that? Oh no, I don't watch wrestling. I don't watch that shit. Who
Oh,
watches
fuck
that?
that shit. Yeah, I'm a big Walking Dead fan. There you go. That's what I would tell him.
He'll be nice to you then. He'll be, oh yeah, fuck wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. One thing we forgot to mention on Raw is Steph was talking to John Cena about pandering to the audience.
Oh,
She
God.
had a point about that. He really does do that. I just wanted to make that. I don't know. That was out of nowhere. But let's see. We got pictures of the new WWE Diva signee, Gianna Daddio.
Yeah, she's like a Hooters girl.
I recommend you take a look at the pictures of her. This girl is fucking gorgeous.
Is she?
She will make it far in the WWE as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, yeah. Gets around the right people, I guess, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she'll make it far. I mean, she has some let's say Nikki Bella type ass. You know what? Fuck it. She's got some giant tits, man.
All right. But I'll tell you what though, these 4 or 5 new signees that they have, if this is the future of the WWE, man, I am not going to be watching the WWE in the future.
Yeah, I
I'll
was
tell you
actually
that.
looking for that because they signed a bunch of models, and that's actually exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, and I do want to say we had someone listen to the Michael P.S. Hayes 5 new songs, and we have a review. It's gonna give me a minute. I'm gonna read this whole review. Let me get cleared up for this. It's pretty fucking shitty.
Red.
It's pretty fucking shitty. Norenrad, thank you for the review. We all know not to kill our own ears.
Thank you, Norm.
Thank you for saving us a lot of time, my friend.
Wonderful review. Thank you, sir.
It was definitely one. I'm looking for that post, but here it is, right here. I got it right here. WWE signs 3 new wrestlers. Give it 1 second to pull up. While I'm doing that, WWE has gone back, and I think as of yesterday, they started selling CM Punk merchandise once again. So looks like they've reached some kind of deal. Obviously, it's not a performance deal. CM Punk is not coming back. Please don't sit there and say, oh, they're selling his merchandise. Oh, he's definitely coming back. No, he's not. Stop. So,
Yeah, I honestly don't see him coming back.
I don't either. But at least they're allowed to sell his merch again, so.
Yeah, that dude is not coming back anytime soon.
No, I don't see it either. I don't see it. Here we go. WWE signs 3 new wrestlers. We have, this first guy's name is tough. Zahara Schreiber, a professional model and tour manager. And the girl I just talked about, Gianna Daddio, who was a Hooters model. They worked the tryout in June. But those actually weren't the 3 I was talking about. 3 I was talking about is a guy named Sonny Dinsa. There was a picture of him. He was training for the, let's see. He is at least an amateur wrestler and was training for the 2016 Summer Olympics at one point. Let's see. Dustin Mueller, a bodybuilder from Chicago with no wrestling or college pro sports background. And then a guy named Josh Woods, amateur wrestler from University of Central Florida. So at least they've got, with MMA experience, so at least they got a couple guys who look like they may be able to do some stuff, amateur wrestlers, but
Yeah,
a
but
bodybuilder.
if they have no interest in wrestling at all or any wrestling background, it's just like,
Yeah, I know. And it looks like the picture obviously got taken off of Wrestling Inc. because it's not available, and I've never seen that before.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, anyway, if you saw that a few days ago when I posted it, awesome.
Yeah,
Yep. And let's see.
I'm
What
trying
else?
to check out some new DVDs. They got a Harley
Oh.
Race Greatest Wrestler on God's Green Earth DVD set.
Really?
Which, yeah.
Nice. Oh, man, I forgot the last few days to put some, put those rare matches on.
Oh yeah.
I've had a rough past few days, but not a big deal.
Brother.
Looks like last week Jeff Jarrett met with ROH people.
Yeah.
Also,
Now, this could be
Go ahead.
this could be interesting, man. New Japan, ROH, AAA, but yet we have no roster for Global Force. But
No.
at least they have good connections. I mean, Jeff Jarrett, he seems like he's on good terms with every promotion except for WWE, of course. But I don't know, man. I mean, I don't really know if they're gonna be a promotion. It seems like they're just like distributing other promotions shit out. It doesn't really seem like they have their own product.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to be, listen, if you're going to be a wrestling distribution company, fine. I got no problem with that. But just say that's what you're going to be. But again, no problem with it. Believe it or not, you could probably use one right now that could probably just come out here and promote these these companies that need some startups. So why not? But it looks like what's happening is they're for Jeff's New Japan show that's going to air here. He wants to use some ROH talent, and they're not allowed to go on pay-per-views and stuff. So it looks like he went there to try to smooth out some deals, which really a wrestling promoter went to smooth out a deal instead of just stealing somebody.
Yeah, that's rare.
What are we in Bizarro land?
Yeah, maybe the wrestling boom is happening after all.
Maybe, but you know what? What I just said would not be a bad idea if he just was a wrestling, like a promotion company, a distribution company for promotions like that. Why would that be a bad thing right now?
It wouldn't be, man. PWG, ROH, New Japan, AAA, House of
Exactly.
Hardcore.
He could take a lot of these shows. You know what? That's not a bad fucking idea.
Yeah.
Jeff Jarrett, if you're listening, you're going to fucking cut me in on this, and Mr. Shaheen over here who's agreeing with me.
There you go. I am agreeing. Jeff Jarrett, don't forget about me.
I already mentioned you. You're in.
Oh, bitch.
That actually would be a good fucking idea. Just have him come in. All these, like New Japan, like you just said, AAA, CMLL down there that don't have English-speaking people to do their commentating. Bring it here. Let him do it in fucking English. Hey, you know what? If that's his plan, I'm down with it.
Absolutely not.
I'm down with it. But just stop selling all your shit and start selling theirs.
Yeah, if you're going to be a distribution company, you don't need Global Force ball caps.
No, and you don't need koozies. Although I do love a koozie.
Yeah, you don't see people walking around with like Paramount Picture ball caps on,
No, I have not seen one Global Force hat, koozie, T-shirt in Dallas.
They haven't sold one. Who's bought one?
Somebody has. You and I both know somebody.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody has, but I mean, let's be realistic, man. I mean, over 1,000 people? I doubt it. I don't even think it's 100 people. I mean, why would anybody, spend their money on a Global Force wrestling ball cap when you don't even know if it's happening?
Well, at this point, you would buy it just in case it did shut down. You would have one of the only ones.
I guess, but would it be worth anything?
Oh, who cares? It's just the fact that you had it.
Yeah, and Luke Hawks has the only Extreme Rising title, and he doesn't give a shit about it.
I'm surprised he hasn't put it on eBay yet.
I mean, just because there's only one of something that no longer exists doesn't make it good. I mean,
No, I agree with you, but yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, just that's not honestly. That's probably what wrestling needs right now. We probably don't need a new company. We probably need some of the companies that are out there to get more exposure.
Yeah,
that's probably the best thing for wrestling right now. Would be a company to come in, swoop in, and do that. So I don't know. There you go, Jeff Jarrett. There's your whole business plan for 2015.
absolutely.
You better hope I don't come into some money.
Yeah, cut me into, man.
Hey, if I come into some money, bro, we're doing this. We'll call the promotion the Hot Tag.
There you go. What a genius.
All right, that was fucking stupid. I hope no one laughed at that. Anyway, another little piece of news I've got here is Mr. Billy Jack Haynes is suing the WWE in federal court for basically mistreatment of its wrestlers for its own benefit. No shit. As well as its concealment and denial of medical research and evidence concerning traumatic brain injuries suffered by WWE wrestlers. Filed a 42-page lawsuit on last Thursday.
I'm surprised there was no mention of him getting damn near raped. I think that's a bigger deal than
yeah
stuff that he's making mention of.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, that would be probably a bigger deal. I mean, this lawsuit, I'm not sure if this is going to go anywhere, but according to the Meltz man, Dave Meltzer, this could be something that could go far. Keep a lookout for it. He's asking for a class action lawsuit here.
It's
So,
happening, dude. Who's gonna side with him?
well, here's my worry. It's going to bring up brain injuries and concussions. So Chris Nowinski is probably foaming at the fucking mouth right now to talk to Billy Jack Hayes.
Man, that
Um,
guy, that kid sucked too, man. I hated him.
he did, but now, I mean, I look, I like what he's doing. I understand what that kid Chris Nowinski is doing right now. But he's definitely got to be looking to get in on this. If he's got any brains, he will. But I don't know what's going to happen with this. It may go somewhere. It may not. I mean, he's bringing up a lot of things that are insane. I mean, let's see, under the guise providing entertainment, here's part of the complaint. Under the guise of providing entertainment, WWE has for decades subjected its wrestlers to extreme physical brutality that it knew or should have known caused long-term irreversible body damage, including brain damage. According to the lawsuit filed, Portland attorney, I don't want to get the people's names. For most of its history, WWE has engaged in a campaign of misinformation and deception to prevent its wrestlers from understanding the true nature and consequences of the injuries that they have sustained. WWE's representations, actions, and inactions have caused its wrestlers to suffer from death, long-term debilitating injuries, lost profits, premature retirement, medical expenses, and other losses as alleged herein. That was pretty much, it's a 42-page lawsuit. I just read a quick, rundown of it.
Man, he's full of shit.
Well, there's something you can't deny here.
That he's full of shit.
Death, debilitating injuries, premature retirement.
Right, but he's still full of shit, man.
I'm not saying that he's not. And let's be honest here: is Billy Jack Haynes the guy you really want to do this kind of lawsuit? No. But
Let's be honest, man. He wrestled for the WWE like 30 years ago, dude.
yeah,
30 years ago, they didn't know about all this brain trauma and all the brain injuries. They look at NFL. They didn't know about it. So and what did he really do? Did he really take any crazy bumps in like mid 80s? Like, I don't know, man. I think he just needs money, and that's pretty much it. That's why I'm still saying he's full of shit. I mean, of course we know it has its side effects, and all the brain injuries and the guys being getting concussed and all this stuff. Of course, look at Chris Benoit. Of course, it happens. Yeah, we know about it now, but when he was an active wrestler, they didn't know about it. So I don't really see this going far unless and clearly they're really careful with it nowadays. So
yeah, yeah. Clearly, I mean, a guy gets a little bump on the head, he's out for 2-3 weeks. I mean, look. I mean, look what it fucking did to Ziggler. I mean, he got a concussion and he had to stay out, and it probably killed his title run.
Yep.
Yep. So I mean, what are you gonna do? But yeah, this is not. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Yeah, he wrestled from '86 to '88, 2 years.
There you go, man. 2 years, and he's suing him like 30 years later. So
Yeah, and just to give a plug to where I read that directly off of WrestlingInc.com. I don't. I know a lot of people don't like them, but that's one of the main sites I go to. So.
Mike Bessler, there you go.
Yep, I know. Bessler does a lot of stuff for him, and Ryan Clark, I think, is one of the owners of it, and I got no problems with the guy. But yeah, I don't know where that's going to go, but according to Meltz, it could be something to look forward to. So
yeah,
Lashley won his fight on last Friday, by the way.
I did see that. He whooped the guy's ass.
He did. It only took him a minute and something in the first round, so it was a first round ass kicking.
I didn't realize he was that much of a beast.
he's always had some pretty good hands.
Yeah, but he has that face. He looks like a softie.
He does, but I mean, you know, if you watch UFC, a lot of those guys look like fucking pretty boys, and you know, they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, you know, that's why I always, you know, and when I lived down in Florida, they had all those guys right in Coconut Creek. I lived 10 minutes from Coconut Creek. I'd always tell my friends, before you start with anybody around this area, you might want to check their ears. If they got cauliflower ears, back off.
Yeah.
Because you don't know.
I would suggest you back off.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what? I backed my friend off of a guy one night who I looked at his ears and I'm like, dude, get the fuck away from this guy. He's going to kill you. You know, that was right when American Top Team moved down there. But, yeah, you got to watch it, man. I don't know. But he's got some hands. His ground game isn't the best, but he's got some pretty fast hands.
Well, anything else that we got over here, man?
Oh, man. I can't believe I forgot to mention that Cena is supposedly producing his own unscripted TV series.
Oh my God, man, we've had enough Cena talk. Jesus Christ, fucking guy, man.
All right, I'll leave it
He's
alone.
gonna be
Shut it down. All right, I'm shutting it off. I'm shutting it off.
At least he's gonna be the producer, though. He's not gonna be on screen, which is good. Just I've had enough of this guy, man.
All right. So
enough for the week. Jesus, man. we've half of the show was Cena.
I'm sorry we didn't have any blading talk tonight. Maybe next week.
Yeah, next week we'll talk about blading part 2 for 45 minutes again.
Blading part 2. 90 minutes of blading.
90 minutes of blading.
Yeah, that was
But
definitely good.
I'm serious. Let's make this happen next week. Blading.
Dude, it seemed to be a good conversation, man.
Well, let's make it happen.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll just start talking about blading. We'll see if wrestling sucks like it has. We'll
It's gonna suck.
I don't know, and it's pretty sad when for weeks upon weeks TNA has been a better show. I don't care what you think about what I just said about that. You can disagree with me all you want. TNA has been the better show the past few weeks.
Yeah, I haven't watched, but from the results, definitely seems like it.
Yeah. Even though we're not talking about it a lot, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and go over a whole show with Shaheen not watching it. It'd be kind of rude of me. So that's why I just blow through the matches real quick and we get it done. So, but otherwise, that's I don't know. That was actually not a long show as I thought we were going to have.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Guess
We
that
don't need
means-
4-hour shows every week.
Yeah, I guess that means fuck Saturday.
Yeah. Well, let's get our plugs in again quickly, and then we'll be back next week, I guess.
One more time for plugs. Yeah.
Late jobs again next week.
Yeah, I promise next week I will not bring up that I fapped to China as She-Hulk.
Yeah, please.
I will never bring that up again after tonight.
Please no.
I think it was just once. And it was the only thing on my phone.
Man,
All right, now I'm just going for excuses.
this guy is really into She-Hulk.
Wait a minute. Somebody else in the chat room, Body said he fapped to it. He don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Man, you guys are beating your dicks to the wrong porno, man. I don't know what you guys are doing.
I don't know. That was a while ago. I don't know. I've smoked pot since then, so who knows? Oh yeah, we were doing plugs, weren't we?
We will be back next week with audio blade jobs again.
Audio blade jobs. I like that.
Yeah, audio blade jobs next week. But until then, you can join us on iTunes, THT Wrestling Podcast. Please go ahead and subscribe. Leave a review if possible. Really appreciate that. You can join us on Hot Tag podcast.weebly.com. You can join us on facebook.com/group/THT podcast. You can join us on YouTube, which you might want to do because we're probably going to be doing the show through there from now on. So you can go on THT podcast, and you can also join us on Turnbuckle Corner. And what else do we have? Twitter, THT podcast, and I think that's it.
I think that's about it, man. And we've you mentioned the website for the show.
I did.
Yep, and we'll yeah, that's it. And from what the chat room says, doing it on Google, I'm sorry, on YouTube sounds a lot better, and I think we'll keep it this way.
Yeah. Finally, this guy has listened to me after it took us about 3 months.
Well,
Finally, he's listened.
I didn't realize you meant just replace Skype with YouTube. I thought you meant do everything on YouTube, but obviously I was completely wrong, and I can admit when I'm wrong, and obviously this works better. Obviously everyone in the chat room agrees, and I hope when this comes over on iTunes it will sound just as wonderful as it does here.
There we go. 2 o'clock Eastern, and I hope you join us then. And definitely, it's good stuff. Join us on there.
Yeah. I think you were saying join us on the you actually cut out for a second there. You locked up for some reason, and I think you were telling them to join us on the
Facebook.
YouTube and Facebook. Definitely join us on Facebook. We got a lot of we're starting to have some pretty good conversations. We knew it was going to take a while, so join us on there, and you can even argue with us. I can take it, and I know Shaheen can take it, so go for it. Eventually we're just going to make you laugh, and you're going to forget you're arguing with us anyway.
Yeah, argue away. I don't care.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me I'm a fucking idiot. Tell me I'm old. I don't give a fuck.
We're supposed to argue. People argue. It's fine.
Yeah, that's right. So, all right, man. I guess we're gonna go ahead. Let me get this going, and we're gonna go ahead and head out of here. Thanks for listening live, everybody, and we will be talking to you soon.
And one more thing. Next week we will have a new logo, so that's something exciting.
Awesome. New logo. We will have it. So
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
See
it,
you
ladies.
next Tuesday, pal. Yeah.
Yeah. See you guys next fucking Tuesday. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we
What?
can end the show now. I think we can finally end it.
What?
Can we end it?
What?
We're gonna end it now?
Wait, I can't. I didn't hear you.
Hold on.
Pack her ass, my good man. Time to kick back, take some biz, and smoke some weed.